Today's a first. I'm doing a smoked pork belly mac and cheese. I know the mac and cheese will be good, but will the pork belly really add to the flavor or not? Let's find out together. Welcome back to Heat of the Drum. My name is Steve. Today we are doing some smoked pork belly mac and cheese. Why pork belly? Why not? I smoked a pork belly the other day and I had some left over. This is about 20 ounces. And I said, you know what? That'll go good in some smoked mac and cheese. So that's what we're doing. Now the first thing we need to do is get this unwrapped and we'll get this cubed up and see what we're working with. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, this tasted really good the other day. So what I'm going to do is just kind of come in here and cube this up. These are probably good 1/2 inch slabs. So what I'm going to do is kind of come in here. If there's a lot of like excessive fat, I don't want that in my mac and cheese, so I will selectively cut off a little bit, not trying to get it all out. I think I'm just going to come right down here, and then I will kind of make little 1/4 inch pieces. This one here, I think we'll cut such, and then come in here. Should add a lot of flavor for us. Today we are using some Cowboy Oak and Hickory Blend lump mixed with a little Kingsford, and to that I'm going to add in the last of my applewood. I already had my chimney going. It looks like that's ready. Get that dumped. And as you can see, we've got us a nice pile of this pork belly now. I kind of got out the heavier fat pieces because we don't want that in our smoked pork belly mac and cheese. So we got us a nice pile there. In a few minutes, we'll be putting in our pasta. I got 16 ounces of elbow macaroni. Water's starting to boil. Let's get some salt in there. And let's get our pasta in. And we'll get this mixed around. And what I do is I set a timer for 5 minutes. I'm just going to let that boil for about 5 minutes and just stir it occasionally. Just want this to be al dente. We don't need it cooked all the way through. It's going to finish cooking in that smoker. I ended up letting that go about 7 minutes on that pasta, and it's still got some nice bite to that noodle, which is perfect. So I'm going to get it in here and we're going to drain it. Just like that. And now I'm going to put my cast iron on that hot plate. And we're going to work on getting these noodles drained. So I'm just going to add a couple tablespoons of butter into my cast iron there, and we'll get that melting. Ooh-wee. Yeah. So I'm going to get that around in there and get that all melted. Now what I have here is a 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. I'm going to get that sprinkled around in there. And we'll get that coated with that butter. And all we're trying to do is just toast this off a little bit. And this is going to be part of our topping later on. So we want to get this done and over with now before we move on. Oh yeah. These are going to come off now. Get them mixed up good one last time. And let's get that off. Get that right back where we had it. I'll lower my heat just a little bit because now I want to get this wiped out. And I'm going to come back in with 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We're going to make a roux. So let's get that in there. That melted in there. And I'm going to come in with 2 tablespoons of flour. We'll get that mixed around in there. Let that flour cook off for a couple minutes. And this is starting to look pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come in with 16 ounces of whipping cream. And we're going to add that into here. Next up is 1 block of cream cheese. Let's get that in there. And we will work on getting that melted around. And just after a few minutes, it's starting to look really good here. We're going to be adding our cheese here in a minute. What I got here is 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of ground mustard, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1 teaspoon of pepper. Let's get all that in there. We'll get that mixed around. What I have here is 7 ounces of freshly grated Gruyere cheese. Let's get that in there. Get that melted around. And that won't take long. Next up, 16 ounces of freshly grated sharp white cheddar. Let's get that in there. Yeah, we're not messing around today, my friends. And let's get that melted in. And this is looking really good. Almost there. This is going to be good. I'm actually going to turn my pan off. And basically the cheese sauce is done. We're just going to add in 3/4 cup of whole milk and get that stirred in. Looking nice. All right, this is looking really good. So let's grab those noodles, get it in a bowl here. Got a big old bowl. And I'm just going to get in here and kind of break these up. They're kind of stuck to each other a little bit, so kind of help them along. Ooh, that's still nice and hot too. All right. To that, can't forget that pork belly. Let's get that in there. And then I'm just going to get in there and kind of mix it with my hands. That's about the best way to do this. And that's looking pretty good right there, I think. Some even distribution. And here we go. And we want to make sure that we come in with all this. You don't have to get it all, because it's going right back in there. That'll work. And now we just got to get in and get it all mixed together. Just kind of folding it in on itself. And that is looking pretty good. Now we're just going to come back with that mixture, and it's going right back in this dish. Smells good already. And we'll just get this kind of flattened out. All the way out to the edge so everything's even. And this is ready for the smoker. Here we go. And let's get the lid on. Drum is cruising along. Target temp today, 275 on there. Now I got my timer here set for 30 minutes, and then we'll get our lid off and get in there and get our first look. Now if you like what I'm doing here at Heat of the Drum, hit that like and subscribe button. That'll help out the channel, and I really do appreciate anybody who does that. I'll get my area cleaned up, and I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Just hit that 30-minute mark. Let's get the lid off and get our first look. Oh yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to give this a stir. This will be the only time we're doing this. I'm just trying to get a little smokiness kind of mixed down in there, so add more flavor and get it distributed around in there better. And that's looking really good right there. Let's get the lid back on. Looking good at that 30-minute mark. Starting to smell good around here too. I'm going to set my timer for another 20 minutes. Then we'll get in, get our second look, and move on to our next step. See you in 20 minutes. All right, we got about 1 minute left before we get in there and get our second look at that pork belly mac and cheese. But we got to do one more thing to our topping. Remember our breadcrumb topping that we made earlier? Well, what I have here is 3 tablespoons of a finely shredded Parmesan Romano mix. And we're just going to simply add that into these breadcrumbs, get it mixed around, and that's going to be our topping. And this couldn't be any simpler. That Parmesan and that Romano is going to add another flavor profile to our mac and cheese. And that looks pretty good to me. Now let's get the lid off and see how we're looking. Oh, yeah. And you can see we are getting some good bubble action going now. Looks like we got some fat rendering out of that pork, which is fine. Now we're just going to come in here with our topping, and you can use as much or as little of this as you want. Let's get the lid back on. All right, that is definitely heating through and starting to look really good. We got the topping on. Going to give that another 15-20 minutes, and then we might be taking that off. We'll find out in a little bit. So I let it go about another 20 minutes. Now we're going to get in there and get a temp on that thing. We should be north of 185, and I think we're taking it off. Yeah, we are definitely north of 185. And you can see that pork belly render. A lot of fat down. Let's get it off. So what we are going to do now is get some foil on this thing. And we are going to cover this. I'm going to let this rest for about 15 minutes because if we ate it straight off that smoker, it'd be like eating lava. So this will hang out for 15 minutes. We'll get the foil off and get us a serving and see how we did. Here we go. And let's get us some of this. Look at this, man. Look at that. Now, I have to say, judging by the way it looks, I think it's going to taste good. Let's find out. Oh, there's some of that pork belly. And here we go. Nice and hot still. Oh, wow. Oh, man. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little worried when I seen all that fat that was rendered out of that pork belly. But once it sat and kind of cooled down a little bit, it all came together, I'll tell you what. And the flavor is really good. So if you find yourself in a predicament like me where you got some leftover smoked pork belly, I'll tell you what, don't be afraid to make some smoked pork belly mac and cheese. Now let me finish this bowl off and maybe get some more. See you next time.